Hello, welcome to the second semester Generic English course. I'm Dr. Vidya Patil, serving as Associate Professor of English at Government First Grade College for Women, Bidar. I have been guiding and assisting you during this course. Today's video is the last video in this course and it deals with the translation activity. As I had previously mentioned to you, this activity is not a part of the syllabus for your semester end examination, but there is a translation activity which you are required to complete as a part of your internal assessment. So, we will now discuss what exactly is translation, what is the process of translation, and how you need to translate from one language to another. Translation is one of the important exercises which we need to take up as a part of language activity. In today's times, when the world has become a global village, it is very essential that we need to learn this aspect of translation so that we can interact with people of different regions and different countries. So, let us now try and understand this process of translation. Translation is one of the most misunderstood disciplines in the world because it appears to be quite simple. Most people assume that translation work is nothing but substitution of words with same meaning words from the other language and little bit of grammar. But the actual fact is that translation is a much more complex activity. Translation is nothing but the art of converting written words from one language to another. Generally, it consists of two types of languages, that is, the source language and the target language. So, the written matter which is already available in a particular language is known as the source language, and the written matter which needs to be translated into another language is known as the target language. So, the source language is the language of the original document, while the target language is the language in which the document needs to get translated. So when we approach a translation vendor, we'll generally be asked as to which is the source language and the target language. When you translate, you will receive a copy of the original file, but it will be in the different language, that is in the target language. The three basic concepts behind all translation work is basically the translator must comprehend the source language. So, whoever is doing the translation should understand the source language. Next, the translator should comprehend perfectly the target language. So, the person who is translating should know the target language also well. The translator must be knowledgeable in the subject matter. So whatever content has been given which needs to be translated should be understood well by the translator. A proper process needs to be followed during the language translation process. While translating each phrase or section of the text, the translator needs to keep certain points in mind. Firstly, the translator should read and understand the source text. Next, he should keep the meaning or message of that text in mind. He should then go on to select the most appropriate vocabulary in the target language. He should also use the grammatical structure of the target language. He should then go on to compose the meaning or the message in the target language. Lastly, he should make sure that the new text is worded in a natural way. Nowadays, predominantly during translation, emphasis is being given on the content and meaning. Therefore, if you understand the content of the source document, then you can simply rewrite it in the target language using your own language. You can also try to maintain a similarity of style, but the main goal is transference of information from one language to another without any change in meaning. So, we have now seen how translation is a process which involves the translator to read and understand the source language, to be able to rewrite in the target language without changing the meaning of the message, and to keep the style as similar to the original message as possible. Now, as a part of the language activity, you will need to translate certain passages from English to Kannada and Kannada to English. In the previous semester, you have already learned how to translate sentences from English to Kannada and Kannada to English. And in this semester, you will learn how to translate passages from English to Kannada and Kannada to English. This activity will carry 10 marks and is a part of your internal assessment. With this video, we come to the end of this second semester generic English course. I hope you have understood the various topics which we have discussed during this course. So, we have completed the first unit, receptive skills, the second unit, which is productive skills, and the different chapters from the course book. I have really enjoyed this process of creating this content for all of you. I hope you also enjoyed all the sessions, and these sessions will be useful for you to do well in your semester end examinations as well as in your internal assessment. Wishing you all the best. I hope you enjoyed this journey. Thank you.